So I just want to give some of my thoughts about season 5, Potomac, about a lot of the stuff that has been going around. I don't think I'm going to review the rest of the reunion because at this point, the reunion is kind of a shit show. It's everyone trying to out petty each other. It's a lot of high schoolish rolling of the eyes. I'm over it. It's a lot of backhanded, disgusting low binders and bullshit, and I'm just really not here for it. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm just not really here for it. It just shows that we need season 6 needs to be better. Season 6 needs to be better. I'll say who I want to come back, but let's get on this plot first. I finally feel like I figured out what was going on, and Monique still ain't shit. So here's what I think happened. I think that one of the storylines that the producers wanted for season 5 was the rumors about Monique. That's why I think Monique is so upset about it now. Because Monique, these rumors were already going around 2 years ago. It's only an issue now because producers tried to put it on the show. I think the season 5, the one of the storylines was supposed to be Monique cheated on her with her trainer, and Charisse was going to come in as a friend of the show. That's why we saw Charisse in so many episodes. I think that they actually cut scenes with Charisse, but that's why we saw Charisse on so many episodes. I think she was supposed to be a friend of the show. It was supposed to bring her back into the fold, and she was supposed to bring this rumor on the show. I think that before the season aired, I think that at season 4 reunion, we saw that Monique and Candace had made up. However, they still weren't talking, so they still weren't friends. They basically hugged it out and said, it is what it is. You know, we'll get back to it if we want to get back to it, type of thing. After Andy's baby shower, Giselle, Robin, Candace, and a couple of other people went to a dinner. At that dinner, they were all gossiping. Here's what I think the true story is. They were all gossiping, and one of the things that was brought up was Monique and the rumors. I think that the original rumors only said that Monique may have slept with her trainer or did something inappropriate with her trainer. I think that, which Gigi started. I think that Gigi started it with Monique did something inappropriate with her trainer or was about to do inappropriate things with her trainers. And I think that, once again, like any sort of piece of gossip, once it gets spread, it's more layers added to it. So then it was Monique slept with her trainer. And then, now mind you, this is all probably at the end of season 3. The beginning of, so the end of season 4, after Andy's baby shower, they are all sitting at the dinner. Now it's another layer to the rumors, questioning the paternity of Monique's child. I think that Candace heard this. I think that Giselle and Robin were gossiping about it and just were laughing about it with everyone else at the table. And I think Monique, like she said, and like Monique confirmed, Candace defended her and said, you know, that's not right. Those babies look just like Chris. No one is going to fall for that. Like, it's idiotic to even talk about because it's stupid. And also, like, Monique isn't here to defend herself, so let's not talk about it. Giselle and Robin was just laughing about it, and then they moved on to other gossip at the table. After they had that conversation, I think that Candace told to Karen and was basically like, girl, you know, these rumors came up. At that time, it was already a year old. Now it's 2 years old, but it's a year old. And now there's another layer, and I'm disgusted that now people are talking about the paternity of Monique's child. I think that Candace was very disgusted because to her, it's like, okay, well, we knew about the rumors, you know, about Monique and the trainer, but now they're questioning the paternity of her child. That's disgusting. I think that Karen took that information, and because we know that Giselle normally plots and normally does stuff, Karen probably told Candace, or just thought in her head, they're plotting against Monique. Now, you might ask yourself, why didn't Candace just call Monique? As I said before, they were not speaking with one another even after the season 4 reunion. Karen was a mutual friend to the both at the time. And Candace also didn't want to think of it as being bigger than what it is. Because once again, it was a table of gossip, and that was brought up, and another layer was added to it. But she also told Cameron to not only get her opinion about if it was serious or not, but to also give Monique a heads up, because they were not talking at the time. I think that Cameron put 100 on 10. Cameron called Monique, and Cameron told Monique, they're plotting against you. They're plotting to bring it on the show, just based on how she knows Giselle is normally on the show. I think that Monique took that, and then she went back and she spoke with Candace. Candace told her everything that was said at the conversation. She tells Candace, as Candace confirmed in multiple interviews, Monique told her, oh, girl, don't worry about it. Nobody, even the producers, don't want it on the show. This was Monique's thought process. These rumors have been going around. It's never been brought up on the show. The producers don't want it on the show. Also, we know that Monique and her husband pays bloggers and probably pay off producers with gifts. I think I heard that, but it's not unlikely to me, so that they get portrayed in a good light. So, of course, they're thinking that's, of course, not going to be a storyline. I think that that's why she had no problem with it. And she never took it as a big deal, because if Monique could fit in with the girls, with Giselle, Robin, and them, she doesn't care what is said about her family if she can fit in with them. So, fast forward, the season is starting, and Cherise starts coming around. She's at Candace's party. Mind you, here's how Monique is a hypocrite, first of all. At Ashley's baby shower 2 months prior to Candace's event, she was hugged up in photos, kiki and hi-hi-ing with Cherise. Now, if you're telling me you knew for a year at that point that Cherise was supposedly going around spreading these rumors that you slept with the trainer, why would you be kiki and hi-hi and standing in the picture next to her? That wasn't a Bravo filmed event. She was not a cast member at that time. Why are you kiki hi-hi with her? Same thing with Giselle. If Giselle was supposedly going around at this time, you knew for a whole year they were supposedly going around. At this time, you also knew that there was another layer to the rumor about your child's paternity. You had no problem with it if you could kiki ha-ha with the girls you want to kiki ha-ha with, right? Exactly. So now we see, okay, we're seeing Cherise, the first event, Cherise is there. Monique is mad because now she's thinking, why is Cherise, here on the forefront at this party? Automatically in her mind, she's like, what is production and everyone else up to? Because I done told Candace that nobody wants this on the show, but now Cherise is like filming. What are they up to? She's mad at Candace because she's going along with what the other girls want. So the other girls, like I said, I'll get into what their plot was. But the other girls are making it seem as if they're upset with Candace over the Ashley situation. So Monique is just a follower because she wants to be in with the group so bad. So she's going against Candace. So go to the sip and see for Ashley. Ashley invites Cherise because we know how Ashley is. She's disgusting. She's miserable. She's nasty. She loves drama. Why do you want drama around your baby? I do not know. But whatever the case may be, she loves drama. If you noticed, Giselle said when Cherise came in, Giselle said, y'all didn't speak to each other, referring to Cherise and Monique. Monique responds and says, leave it alone or something, Giselle, and then leaves. It was at that moment that I think it clicked in Monique's head. Okay, Cherise is coming around again. They want the rumors on the show. It doesn't matter how much we paid them. Now they want me to be in the hot seat. I don't want to do that. So I think that at that point she said, well, what can I do to take the heat off of these rumors, to make it not as big of a deal? Because I know they're trying to make it a storyline for this season. Oh, let me try to fight Candace. It was at that moment that we start to see this shift where Monique is constantly coming after Candace, trying to get Candace to argue with her. And every single time Candace is walking away from her. Like I said, she planned this fight because she knew in her head what can take the make this not a storyline. Okay, let me fight Candace. So that's why she had so much aggression. Even as Candace apologized and walked away from her, she kept coming and coming for Candace because she wanted to start a fight. At the winery, she made sure that Ashley said something about it because they knew Candace was drunk. We all knew that Candace can read you if she wants to. And if she was trying not to read you before, she's definitely going to read you drunk. She had Ashley bring it up. Ashley ran to the bathroom to pretend like she was innocent. And then Monique fought that girl. She got everything and she fought that girl. Here's what she didn't expect. Monique assumed I'm cool with the light-skinned, green-eyed group. Ashley, Giselle, Robin, me and Karen are cool. And Wendy, Wendy's new. She assumed, well, we're all going to get together and we'll just ice Candace out some more. They're automatically going to take my side because from her perspective, nobody likes Candace right now. What she didn't expect was when they said, oh, no, we don't want to be around you anymore. Because she thought, I start this fight, that'll take up the whole season. I'll go to therapy and, I'll work it out with, Candace, and it'll take the rumors off and all that stuff, and it won't be anything and there'll be no problem. I'm also sure that when her husband found out about the rumors, that he was very much like, I don't want you on the show. Because let's be very clear. Monique's husband has money, so they do not need the money from the show. However, the housewives do not have money. And because Monique wants her independence, she doesn't want to sit there and be a mule for him and continue to have all those babies. She wants to have her own money. Monique's not happy in their marriage. When you marry for money, that tends to be what happened. Monique wants to have her own money. So she probably told him, no, I'm going to make sure it's not on the show so that you don't try to make me leave the show. That's why after the fight, Monique became defensive because no one was taking her side. They saw right through the bullshit. They saw what she was trying to do and they were over it. How I know this was meant to be a storyline. Like I said, you can tell production after Monique did that fight, you can tell that Charisse's scenes were cut. Because why was Charisse coming around to every event? I know she's a socialite, but why was she coming around to every event and filming with the girls the way that you could tell she was filming with the girls if it wasn't meant to be on the show? Also, did you notice how Monique started to get less and less and less scenes? Let's be very clear. If they really cared about Monique, if Monique was really so much of a fan favorite, they could have still filmed Monique at her house. They could have filmed her sit downs with Ashley and Karen. They could have still had key moments if they wanted to. They could have did a lot of stuff if they wanted to. They cut that all out. Did you see how they played up every single moment that Candace cried? Trying to make Candace the victim. Candace didn't victimize herself. Producers wanted to victimize Candace. I'm sure Candace cried, but then Candace went on about her business. If you asked her something that she was emotional about, she cried about it. Something that got her heated, she cried about it, and then she moved on. And there's a lot of other stuff that was filmed. Production wanted to make it about this fight because they were trying to get back at Monique and say, okay, so you think that you're smarter than us. You wanted to foil the storyline, so now we're saying fuck you. And what Monique then did wrong was after the fight, Monique thought, shit, now this season, everyone's going to see, Candace didn't play in my hand where she was being combative, where she was arguing with me. I was doing everything. I'm going to look bad. Let me leak this to the bloggers. So now you have all this information being spilled for her to try to protect her image. And you have producers seeing all of this. That's why she got the bad edit. And I think that's why when they got to the reunion, that's why Andy is so over to her. Because it's like, you ruined season 5. You ruined the storyline that we was going to put together. And not only did you fight a cast member, but you leaked stories and stuff to the blogs, whether it was because they were lies, whatever the case may be, you still leaked it to the blogs. And even that wasn't something that viewers didn't know about. And now you're coming to my reunion with a book of rumors and bullshit when you couldn't even handle a rumor about you being brought on the show. So you're better than everyone else that you can participate, you can laugh about, you can bring up rumors and gossip and laugh with Sherman's ex-wife and all that. But when it comes to you, you're too good and we can't bring nothing else up. Or you're going to sue us, or we're going to have lawsuits threatened. Andy was over them. And I think that's why you got the response, the coldness that he has towards Monique. That's why you got him completely saying that Monique was at fault, basically. And another thing, people were trying to say, editors was on Monique's side. No one was on Monique's side. The thing showed when she said, Candace brushed my hand, you can tell based on the angle, Candace was nowhere near her, brushed her chin. Candace was nowhere near her chin. You can tell that when she tried to say Candace was throwing glasses, no, that was the same glass that was in her hand that was broken. Y'all need to stop thinking, why would editors go against Andy? Andy is the creator and one of the producers of the show. He saw these episodes and created these episodes before they aired. So let's stop with the nonsense where you think someone is on Monique's side. No one is on Monique's side. They're over her. They were showing that she was lying. And on top of that, he didn't go into the plot as much, and they might go into it a little bit, but he's not going to approach the plot that much because at the end of the day, he doesn't give a fuck. You should have let it play out on season 5 and everything would have been revealed. But you're too good for anything to be brought up to you. Okay. Giselle was asked in a confessional, which I think they filmed confessionals after the season. But Giselle was asked in a confessional, and she answered the question by producers. I'm sure the other woman was asking probably didn't care to answer, but Giselle, you knew she was going to answer because she does not like Monique. But that's not bringing it to the show. Nobody can bring something on the show if the producers don't want it there. See, Monique is so used to paying people and them saying and doing what she wants that she thought, okay, well, I bribed, cheated, stole, did everything so that production would portray me in a good light, and now I feel betrayed. So that's what was going to happen for season 5. That's the most logical explanation. And instead of Monique calling out production, what she's trying to do is call out Cass. Don't call out Cass. That's all your best friend Gigi and production. Now, how do the other girls fit in it? Candace, the reason why she's not fucking with Monique, rightfully so, the reason why she doesn't want to deal with her is not just because of the lies that were spread in the blogs and the fight and everything. Candace recognizes that you used me as a scapegoat for your bullshit. If I was Candace, I would not deal with her at all. I wouldn't say nothing to her. If I had to be near her, I wouldn't say anything to her, not even a hello. Now, what were the actual plots by the cast on the show? I think that Robin, Giselle, and Ashley, yes, I said Ashley, they wanted to show who the true Monique was. You know, Monique puts on this perfect image that is not really her. It's bullshit. So those three, Giselle, Robin, and Ashley, wanted to show who the real Monique is. So if you notice, they knew that the producers wanted to bring the rumors on the show. So what are they going to do? Invite Charisse to events, try to have her mic'd and close to them and bait her to say information. Basically, they're taunting in Monique's face, girl, we know what they trying to do, and you can't do shit about it. That's basically what they were doing. They were taunting Monique. And yes, Ashley was in on it because they are not friends, and Ashley cares about her alliance with Giselle and Robin more than anyone else. So if all those events that they were at, Ashley was right in it. And who was feeding lies about Candace supposedly buddying up to whatchamacallit, that was started by Ashley. She told Giselle, which told Robin. So they're feeding Monique lies and making her think like, oh, we're on your side, we're against Candace. No, they're not. Who came out looking good? Ashley. She looked like, oh, the supposedly changed Ashley. No, she's the same bitch. She just don't have to show her ass as much because now she has her insurance policies, which is her children. Now she don't have to do as much because she has her insurance policies. They succeeded in showing who Monique was. Now we see she's a liar. Now we see her as violent. Ooh, we don't even want to film with her. Now we see her as just as much as a messy, mean girl as Giselle and them, but she takes it one step further because we can tell she's like that in real life as well. Bravo to those girls. And then we have the second plot with the cast, and that was between Ashley and Candace. Ashley and Monique. They wanted to get Candace back. They had an alliance because Monique hid the tapes for Michael, allegedly. And Ashley still was a little bit bummed that Candace had came for her. But she didn't want to be upfront about it. If you notice, it's similar to season 4 when Candace was going so hard at Ashley and everybody thought she looked like a fool and was coming for Candace. And that's where Candace and this supposedly she has so much mouth comes from. Before, everybody loved Candace. But Candace was doing all that extra shit because she thought you came for my friends Karen and Monique, I'ma come for you. But Monique was egging Candace on in the background, but then on Front Street, she was still trying to be in with the group and throwing Candace under the bus. It's a similar thing in season 5 where Ashley was letting Monique look like the fool, was letting Monique snap out and encouraging her in the background while she looked like got away scot-free and looked good and like she changed and like she was different. That's what season 5 was about. Now, this reunion is a mess. You have everyone divided. You can see clear alliances. I'm sick of seeing Karen in her new face every week. You can see that the girls are broken. How they do season 6, I do not know. But the girls are broken. You can tell it's an alliance because Karen, Ashley, and Monique has an alliance, and then the other girls have an alliance. It doesn't make it fun. It doesn't make fun TV. It's like every single friendship is fractured. Or relationship or whatever. It doesn't make fun TV. That's why I'm not even reviewing it. Because nothing is going to be solved. You can tell that. Everybody is out petting each other. Everybody is rolling their eyes. It's literally like everyone is over each other and they're forced to be in the same room. Season 6 got to be fun. There has to be healing. There just has to be a complete revamp of it. And the biggest person to blame is Monique. Now, who do I think should return? Who do I think will be offered to return? Who I know definitely should not return is Ashley. Her husband is a predator. He sexually assaults people. I'm absolutely appalled and disgusted that they're still on the show. But they need to go. Ashley can go have her babies with that predator in peace. They do absolutely nothing. They contribute to absolutely nothing. It's ridiculous and appalling that they're still on the show. Ashley and Michael Darby need to go. Monique. Should Monique come back? I heard Monique said that she was offered a contract. We know her to be a liar, but to be honest, I'm not surprised by that. I honestly think that because Monique manipulated the fans, of course they were going to bring her back. But here's what they're going to do. Monique, with this binder and everything, you've opened it up for those girls to crucify you. I wouldn't be surprised if Gigi comes on next season. I wouldn't be surprised if they make Charisse a friend of the show. I wouldn't be surprised if all of this extra shit is brought up. I wouldn't be surprised if you thought that it was a supposed quote-unquote plot or storyline to take you down. Oh, next season it definitely will be. Because not only have you pissed everyone on the cast off pretty much, you've also pissed off production. You've also pissed off Andy. So if you have the gall to come back, they're going to crucify you. Because you cannot be on reality TV and think that rumors and stuff about you cannot be brought on the show. That's not how it works. I actually think that Monique actually should have let everything played out this season, because then she would have had her friends Karen and Candace on her side to back her up, and it would have made other people look bad. But by doing what she did, it would look stupid for Monique to come back. It would, because you made a whole argument about rumors and all that when you're on a reality TV show. You done leak stories to the blog, done ruined plots. It just wouldn't make sense. If people trying to destroy your family so bad, they're not going to get rid of all of them for you. So why would you come back? As you said, that little check, why would you come back? To me, if Monique really came back, that would look very stupid to me. But of course, Bravo isn't going to fire her because she has fans. So what they're going to do is basically let you know, if you come back, you're going to be destroyed. Those girls aren't going to hold back on you. And we don't want to hear nothing about nothing. And we're not hearing nothing about no lawsuits. We're not hearing nothing about no bullshit. We're going to show what we want to show. Now, the next person, Candace. Should Candace come back? Absolutely. And here's why. If Monique comes back, Candace, you need to be strategic. Candace is extremely, extremely talented as far as singing, acting, all of that stuff. Do not let somebody like Monique mess up your bag. This is a nice check. This Bravo check is a nice check. That's A. B, it helps with the publicity for you and your show and everything that you're doing in your singing career. And C, you really don't have to engage with Monique. If you don't want to talk to her, if you don't want to be really around her, if y'all in group settings, stay away from her. You have most of the girls on your side as it is. Do not give up that opportunity for a bitch like that. And on top of that, if you think that you want to give up this opportunity to try to stop people attacking you on social media, they're still going to attack you. They're going to attack you even more if they think you lost your job. Why not come back, ignore all of them? It might even be good for you to take a break off social media. Stop reading the comments. Just post what you want to post and don't worry about what people got to say. But come back and continue to use that opportunity to catapult yourself. Because they're not going to make you do too much with Monique. Don't even pay that bitch no mind. So should Candace come back? Absolutely. Absolutely. She should. Karen will probably be back. Karen is a fan favorite this season. I don't know why. She's a liar. But we unfortunately will have to see her new faces every single week. Giselle, definitely. Giselle is like one of the faces of the show. Robin, I feel like we need Robin to stand on her own 2 feet. We need Giselle to stand on her own 2 feet. They can't be sidekicks anymore. That kind of ruins it for me. So I think that we need them to both stand on their own 2 feet. Then we need to bring in either Charisse as a fan of the show or bring in another housewife. Get rid of Ashley, bring in another housewife. Bring in someone who can have that neutral experience, can be that new person, can go against it with everyone if they need to. Bring in that new person. The only person who they should get rid of is Ashley. I don't think Monique should come back, but if she does come back, they're going to crucify her. And that's all I really have to say. Season 5 of Potomac was very toxic. It was too much. It was too much. To the point where it was times where now that I'm reviewing stuff, I wanted to completely quit it. I wanted to be done with it. It was at the point where I'm like, I don't even want to watch this anymore because it's too much. It's too much. It's no longer fun. And that's what Housewives and reality TV is supposed to be. It had its storylines. It has its struggle, but it's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to see the shade. You're supposed to see them do that. It just stopped being that. So yeah, that's my overall of season 5, everything, plots, all that other bullshit. Have a nice day, everybody.